Now let's discuss how we can create open source software to build public and private clouds. Software to provision virtual machine on standard hardware at massive scale, that is OpenStack compute. Software to reliably store billions of objects distributed across standard hardware, that is OpenStack storage. There are key features, compute key features like REST-based API. It has asynchronous, eventually consistent communication, and it provides horizontally and massively scalable hypervisor agnostic support for Xen, Xen Server, Hyper-V, KVM, UML, and ESX is on the way. Hardware agnostic standard hardware RAID is not required. This is the example of OpenStack compute hardware, and there are other modes possible. This is a public network, and this is private network. And here we can have dual quad core RAID 10 drives, Gig E public and Gig Ethernet private, and Gig Ethernet for management. And this is a management console which can control all these resources. Here is user manage, which is connected, LDAP. This is advanced technology attachment over Ethernet Internet small computer systems. And here we have host machines, workers that spawn instances. Glass is HTTP plus OpenStack object storage for server images. API receive HTTP request, converts commands to from API format, and sends request to cloud controller. Where cloud controllers are global state of system, talks to LDAP, OpenStack object storage and computer storage network workers through a queue. These are the system components. API server. API server is an interface module for command and control request designed to be modular to support multiple APIs. In current release, OpenStack API EC2 compatibility module approved blueprint open cloud computing interfaces. Then we have message queue. It is the broker to handle interactions between services currently based on RabbitMQ. Then we have metadata storage, ORM layer using SQ Alchemy for data store abstraction. In current release, MySQL in Diablo PostgreSQL. And another component is user manager. It is directory service to store user identities. In current release, OpenLDAP, fake LDAP with Redis database. Then we have scheduler. It determines the placement of a new resource requested by the API modular architecture to allow for optimization. Base schedulers include in Bexar, round robin, least busy. Then we have computer worker. It manages compute hosts through commands received on the message queue via the API. Base features is to run, terminate, reboot, attach, detach, volume, get console output. Network controller, it manages networking resources on compute hosts through commands received on the message queue via the API. It supports for multiple network models. Fixed static IP addresses, VLAN with NAT and DHCP. Then we have volume worker. Interact with ISCSI target to manage volumes. Its best feature is to create, delete, establish. Then we have image store. It manage and deploy VM images to host machines. This is the object storage key features. All these files are scalable to multiple petabytes, billion of objects. Hardware is agnostic, standard hardware RAID not required, and no central database. To load balance, example, large scale deployment of many configurations possible. We can have proxies and load balancers to distribute load between different machines. Proxy server, it requests routing, exposes the public API, and replication keep the system consistent with all configurations and updates, and it also handle failures. Updaters process failed or queued updates, and auditors verify integrity of objects, containers, and accounts. Account server handle listing of containers, stores as SQLite DB, and container server handles listing of object stores as SQLite DB. Object server below storage server meta data kept in Xetrus data in binary format, and object location based on hash of name and timestamp. This is the evolution of object storage architecture in version 1, Central DB Rackspace Cloud Files in 2008, where we have client web servers, DB storage servers, and job server. But in version 2, this is fully distributed OpenStack object storage, where we have proxy server instead of web servers, and object servers instead of storage servers, and account servers instead of DB. And we have container server instead of job servers. This is an example of small scale deployment where we have 5 storage nodes that cost 0.13 per GB monthly. 490 terabyte of disk, 160 terabyte is usable. 18.5 kVA, and this is the rack space. And all these are the other running expenses. These are the reading about OpenStack, where you can read more about OpenStack. Here we can find OpenStack Foundation, and this is the documentation related to OpenStack. This is a community link where you can join the community of OpenStack and contribute in building open source cloud models.